Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, wanting to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Luke Skywalker from the Imperial Light Cruiser scene in the Mandalorian Season 2 finale. An excellent scene and an excellent show, just the figure's like 2 years too late. However, for how this one turned out, I think it's worth the wait. Let's get into the review and take a look at what we're getting here. You all know the drill. As always, we take a look at the packaging first. This is our standard, for the moment, plastic-free packaging. They're already saying they're going back to Windows, which is good. Get your Black Series logo up top above a rendered image of the figure, looking awesome. Star Wars Mandalorian in orange, Luke Skywalker Imperial Light Cruiser in orange. Warning, 4+ plastic-free Hasbro. Nice artwork of Luke on the side, looking dope. This side features that render showing how tall the figure is, being 5.7 inches. It says it's plastic-free packaging. Around back, you have that same figure render, a bio in varying languages. Pause and read whichever language best applies to you. Number 30 in the Mandalorian subline with a ton of legalese underneath, barcode and legalese, and then just flat black up top with a cardboard hanger. Nothing special going on here. So, yeah, very standard packaging stuff. I do want to say I got this for a deal from Amazon. If you use Amazon Prime, you should check your email. They sent me an email suggesting that I try and get a pickup from a local Amazon locker, which is basically just a drop-off hub, and there's a drugstore like 4 houses down the street from me, which has an Amazon locker, and they said that if I spent $25 on an order and had it picked up, and I used said promo code, I'd get a $10 markdown. This figure was in stock of $24.99, so a $1 Glade air freshener later, and I was over the threshold, and I got this Luke for $16. Cannot gripe. Super awesome price. So check your email if you're a Prime user. You might get this or a figure of your choice for a deal. Anyway, let's get into the review. So here's Luke out of the box. As always, we'll start by taking a look at his accessories. He comes with some pretty fitting ones. So, as is standard, he comes with his green lightsaber, looking very good. Love the shade of green on this. It's slightly opaque, but not so clear that you can see through. Just a very nice shade chosen here. Like it very much. It's a very nice sculpt for his hilt. Looking excellent with a little gold box on the side, the gold choke up near the emitter, and the triangle D-ring sculpted excellently on the bottom. The blade separates from the hilt, which is Black Series standard, and that triangle D-ring, Hyud, isn't there just for looks, if the camera would focus. There we go. Thanks, Hyud. So that triangle D-ring isn't there just for looks. On the figure's belt, he does feature a hook, which kind of pegs into the D-ring there, and it does look rather nice hanging there on his belt. I will say it's not as secure as some have been, but as you see, I'm flailing him pretty good, and it managed to stay on this time. So, won't manage to survive a shelf dive, it'll fall off there. But as far as just posing him around with it on the belt, it will work rather nicely. Setting the lightsaber off to the side, Luke also comes with a very nice black fabric cloak. It is not sleeved, it is just a over-the-shoulder draping thing with a hood, so you just shove his head up through the neck hole into the hood, which is very large, and it swallows the head up rather completely. And then you just have to kind of work the fabric down and around and get it to where you can just see his face in there, because remember, he was hiding his identity for most of that episode until he had the dramatic CGI Mark Hamill reveal at the end. Now, the cloak will drape over him, hiding him rather well, but I kind of like to kind of push it back behind his shoulders. That way the body's nice and exposed, so that you can get him in some excellent lightsaber fighting poses dealing with the dark troopers going down the hall. Just think that's the look to go with here. Now, for the sake of the review, we will take the cloak off just to get a better look at the figure. And boy, do we have a much better Luke than we're used to. I will say, the Mark Hamill likeness, I'm kind of thinking is a bit soft. I don't think Lucasfilm is ever, or Disney or Hasbro is ever going to get a great Mark Hamill likeness. Nothing will ever touch that Dagobah Luke from the Empire 40th wave. That was pretty smack on. This isn't bad. I'd say it's one of the better Lukes, but even some of the better Lukes aren't that great. However, comparing it to other similar outfit Lukes, here we have the Walmart exclusive brown cloak one where the cloak wouldn't lay very nice at all. Just wanted to show that off. So, like, here's our first go of a Jedi tunic, kinda Jabba's Palace looking Luke. And that one wasn't terrible for the time. This new one's definitely better. But for what it's worth, they are all better than that blue line one from way back in the day. And I'm really excited we're going to be retiring this one with the upcoming Luke. And I'm also glad that the upcoming Luke retained that flap-down white corner feature there, so I'm excited for all these. But definitely the middle one, the new one, is the most exciting and best one. So I will give them credit. Every time that they attempt a black suit Luke, they get a little better. And honestly, I don't know how much better they can do than this, and it's just, there's something off about it. Certain angles works very well, but like a dead-on doesn't really work for it. So, going down, he's wearing basically his Return of the Jedi outfit, the jumpsuit, with a Jedi tunic overlay on it, looking very nice, slightly different matted shades of black going on here. Gives it a nice contrasty look while being all the same color. The belt looks very nice. Looks very leathery, has a nice shine to it with little silver punch-ins where all the little metal rivets and belt buckles and hooks are. Looks excellent. A lot of nice fabric sculpt over that torso overlay. And then you just have the kind of black pantsuit going on underneath with the black leather boots. Luke has always had drip. That black leather glove looking excellent. Comes with a trigger finger on that hand. Doesn't quite need a trigger finger on that hand, but it works. It's okay. Just doesn't come with a blaster for it. But it still looks plenty fine while he is being posed around. Speaking of posing this Luke has been given the modern treatment. A little over a year ago, we got our Endor Luke, which was just a reuse of this 2014 body, which has been reused for every black suit Luke since. They have finally, for the first time in 9 years, given him a head-to-toe modern sculpt, and it is phenomenal. He features a double barbell on the head, allowing him to look only that high up. That's not bad, though. He can bring his chin pretty far down, rotate his head, get pretty good range of pivot. His arms can come up to a T-pose where he has a deep butterfly joint cut in there. 360 at the shoulder, single-jointed elbows that go way past 90 and rotate. 360 on the wrist with both hands hinging up and down. Excellent for lightsaber posing. Features a mid-torso ball joint, allowing him to crunch that far forward, that far back. There's some pretty good side-to-side going on here and rotation at the waist. His legs can kick that far apart, pretty far forward, not much back. There's an upper thigh rotation with single-jointed knees, and then they can rotate at the knee as well. His feet point basically straight down, pretty decently far forward. There's a forward-facing pin for rocker, allowing you to get the figure standing on both feet, with both feet flat on the ground, with them spaced out pretty far, which is a nice feature. To do some size comparisons, how about Grogu, who he's coming to rescue, and the Mandalorian, Din Djarin, who started said valiant rescue effort. Moff Gideon, who was our main baddie for that arc, that whole season. And then, of course, the big threat that Luke had to come in and rescue everyone from, the Dark Troopers. Looking just spectacular, towering over him. Everyone here scales together very nicely. It's a nice-looking set of figures, one that I'm happy to have. And yeah, it just looks very good. Solid addition. So, end of the day, what do I think of The Mandalorian Season 2 Luke Skywalker? Excellent figure, solid addition. This is one that you could put basically anywhere in the collection. It could replace your Return of the Jedi Jabba's Palace Luke, other than the black-gloved hand, but that's an easy overlook. He could go on the Mando shelf. You know, I mean, there's lots of places you could put him. It's just a great figure. A pretty definitive black outfit Luke, I will say. And with this underbody being so good, I know there's going to be some new parts in addition to a torso overlay, but it makes me that much more excited for the Book of Boba Fett Mando build-up pack Luke that's coming up. So that's going to be a lot of fun, that set there. Just knowing that it's going to have this awesome range of articulation, I'm very excited. The Mandalorian Luke Skywalker, is it a pass? Absolutely not. I think your collection is going to be lesser if it doesn't have this guy added to the bunch. So go pick him up. He's starting to come into stock at a lot of different online shops. People are starting to find this wave at Walmart's. Or no, at GameStop, my bad. And yeah, just a great addition to the collection. Go get him. You'll be happy you did. I'm going to go work on some other videos now, so thanks a bunch for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. Y'all know the drill, and I will catch y'all next time. Till then, May the Force be with each and every one of you. Bye.